I'm State Representative Justin Simmons of the 131st District, and this is my legislative report. Today we are at Steve's Barber and Styling in Coopersburg, and I'm joined by the owner, Steve Fossbender. Steve, how you doing today?
Fine.
Thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you here.
Steve, what services do you offer here at this barber shop?
Well, I do dry cuts and style cuts, and I do neck shaves, and I take care of women and children and men with, hair cutting needs.
Steve, a lot of people would like to know, is there a difference between a salon and a barber shop?
Yes, in a barber shop, you tend to do most of your haircuts with the clipper, and the fact that I am allowed to give you a neck shave or a face shave, which a salon does not do.
Okay. And how long have you been a barber?
I've been a barber for over 20 years.
What does it take to become a barber? What do you have to go through for that?
The fastest you can become a barber is 9 months. And in that you have your classroom work and the tests that you take in your classroom. You have your behind the chair experience with cutting hair and shaving. You have to learn how to take care of your implements and how to do your disinfecting and your ratios of mixing the chemicals for your disinfecting of your equipment and the barber shop.
Now, are you licensed, and how does that process work?
Yes, you need to take a state exam to become licensed, and your license is good for 2 years. I have a barber manager's license, and then there is also a license for the barber shop.
How long have you been in the area?
I've lived in the area for the most of my life, and but I've been a barber here for 20 years.
Now, in this shop, are you the only barber, or do you have other employees?
I am the only one at this time, but my shop is licensed as a 2-chair shop.
What are your hours, and what days are you open?
I'm open Tuesday and Wednesday with walk-ins 8 to 5:30, and then I do appointments on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday is 8 to 8, Friday is 8 to 6, and Saturday is 7 until 1.
Do you have any state regulations that you have to deal with?
Yes, I am inspected by the State Barber Board, and with that you need to have certain equipment, and you have to have your cleanliness, and all your disinfecting products and that have to be per state regulation.
Do you have any specialties?
The specialties are that I feel is that I'm great with kids, especially with first-time haircuts.
If someone wants to make an appointment, how would they go about doing that?
They just need to call the shop, and then I check my book and fit them in where best I can fit them in for the time they're looking for.
Do you have any future plans for the shop?
Not at this moment. I have no plans to take on anybody else or anything.
Now, Steve, you have an interesting background. What did you do before you got into being a barber?
Well, my college degree is in biology and chemistry, and I did a lot of different things, but I did spend a lot of time in the nuclear and petrochemical construction industry. And then as that started to dwindle, it was one of those where you're either overqualified or underqualified for a job. So that's when I went to school to become a barber and to become my own boss.
Now, I notice you have some business cards over on the bulletin board there. Can you explain to me exactly what that's all about?
Well, when you're a small businessman, I always say we have to stick together and we help promote each other. And then that way, I know what guys do good work, so that when I have a new customer come into the area and they're looking for an electrician or a barber or a carpenter or a mechanic, I can say to them, this is a good guy, a dependable and trustworthy guy to go to have work done for you.
Is there anything or any regulations or policies that the state imposes on you that you find to be burdensome or you would like to see changed?
No, they inspect, they go around and they do what they can to stop the illegal hair shops that are out there.
And when you say illegal hair shop, what exactly does that mean?
Well, there's people that when you read on the Barber website that there's ones that have opened a shop without being inspected and don't have a license, because you're not allowed to open the shop until you are inspected.
Are you inspected on a yearly basis?
Yes, it's usually yearly. Sometimes maybe it takes a little bit longer due to the area that that the inspectors have to cover.
Steve, how is it being a small business?
Well, there's a lot to do because especially when you're done working at night, there's a lot of cleaning that needs to be done because I pride myself in having a clean shop. That was one of the things that was stressed in school to me over 20 years ago. And the fact that once you're done, I still have the books to do and whatever maintenance I have to do on my equipment. So just because I close at 5:30 doesn't mean I get to go eat dinner at 5:30.
Absolutely. And for the folks at home, do you want to give your address and phone number for people who are interested in possibly coming for a walk-in or making an appointment?
Well, the address here is 7071 Suter Road, Coopersburg. I'm basically at the corner of Suter and Passer Roads, which is just down the street from Lutron. And the phone number here is 610-282-6951.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I do.
Can you?
stevesbarberstyling.com.
Great. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Just the fact that currently I'm the only barber shop in the southern Lehigh area.
Oh, okay.
There are other barbers around, but I'm the only barber shop.
Steve, thanks for having us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you for joining my legislative report today. I'm State Representative Justin Simmons of the 131st District, and please join us again next time.